Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this control options panel. So here right now it's just only shows some sample of these inputs, move forward, right, left. So only these things, but later on we will implement how to dynamically pull these systems, pull the options and populate the window. But right now we are just focused on creating the required widgets to implement control options. So these are the ones that we are going to create today. When the control panel, when we go to the control options, we see these options, and of course we have these other options already implemented. So yeah, that's what we are going to work on today, control options. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all of the thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you will be able to access everything without any limits. So, and also here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is explained and implemented from scratch. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself. So yeah, now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment in the controls menu. It says control options and we have nothing here. I can go back. So basically that's it. We don't have anything in the controls option. So that's what we are going to start fixing today. So first thing is, here if I open the main menu, this controls is just a option panel, which is this one. It doesn't have anything, so I'm going to create a subclass from this option panel so that I can start adding controls there. To do that, user interface, widget, I'll choose options panel, WPP option panel, and select, let's call it WPP controls options. Now here is that. So now to start showing controls here, we might need some widget, just like these widgets that I have here. I got one with a slider, so I would ideally need something similar to this, which I have already created before. It's basically just a child, it contains this common border, horizontal, all those things. So you can follow the previous episode that I did to create that. But before that, we would need some button to show the actual key, and it should be clickable because I need to click on that, or I need to interact with the controller around, and I should be able to change the assigned button. So to do that, let's create another widget, and I'll choose common button base. Select WPP key button. Okay, now here let's add an overlay, like that. Overlay, and under this I'll add common text, make it a variable, and let's say city key name. So maybe later on we would need images here as well in place of keys when we need to show things like a square button for PlayStation controller, or X for Xbox controller. So when we have things like that, we would need a way to show some texture as well. But right now let's keep things simple. And here I just want to make it work with keyboard first. Yeah, just this, just plus maybe, and center it. Everything should be centered. Now the style. By default, it does not have a style assigned. If I assign this, nothing. It's completely transparent because this button style main menu, it is transparent. So let me duplicate this button style key. So here, 10, maybe this. Compile and assign that style. Yeah, it's like this now. Maybe we should need a outline too. It's point 2. Draw as rounded box. So I get outline, fixed radius 2, blank colors, white. Yeah. Now here we have a white outline. Okay, now that's the button. And let's set this. Set text. We need to set the key name. The key, yeah, key name. So for that, let's add a key variable here. So we can directly select a key. Let's say key. The display name. Let's get the, no need to get the long name. So as the default key, maybe let's just assign any key by default. And here now it says any key. But if you choose, for example, A, it will say A, see? So, but I think any key is okay. So this, I'll set this to a function. Collapse this to a function. Update key because I would need this later on. And I'll set the key here. Pass it as a parameter so that we can call this externally to update the key. And now this, well, in the construct, I'll just use it this way. So this is like the default value. Okay, now using this button, we would need a separate option line, something similar to this one. We need the name that would say the name of the input, and then here the button. So this is a user widget, normal user widget. Similar to that, I'll create a user widget, WBP option key, and let me copy this, the entire thing, so I don't need to worry about makes things faster. Oh, it didn't hit the colors. Why? I didn't select the border first. Let me select that. Within west. Okay, nice. Now option name. This is a variable. And here I don't need this overlay, so delete that. And under this I'll add key button like this. So this could be this way. Maybe like this. Okay, now we would need a way to initialize this. So option name, set text. Let's promote this to a variable. Let's call it control name. No, input name, because this is specifically designed to show inputs controls. And then we need to update the button update key. So this key, this also let's promote to a variable key, and default one, same as before, I'll choose any key. So both these I'll make it public and instant editable and expose on spawn both variables, so that when we create this we can assign it. Okay. Now this is how it looks. I need to give a default value to this input name. Yeah. So this is how it looks. So now we need to create instances of this. We need to create widgets using this widget class and add in these control options under here. So to do that, so later on, maybe in the next episode, I will implement a way to dynamically pull whatever the mappable inputs that are available in the project into here and then show them in this UI. But right now I will just hard code some input mappings so that we can just show this and see how this widget works. So override, initialize options. So here, let's define a variable. Let's call it, what should I call it? Input mappings. And I'll change the variable type to name and map. And the second one, let's change into a key. So let's define some move forward, W, right, D, left, A, move backward, D, S, and jump space. Okay, so these are the hard-coded values. As I said, we will make these things dynamic, but for now let's just use this map. Here let's run a for each loop. Create widget. I'll choose option key Maybe it's a good idea to promote this to a variable. Option key class. Instead of user widget, I chose the option key class. I don't need to do that. File, refresh. Yeah, because the default value is this. Okay, now we can pass the option name from this and the value key from this, and the on-in player. Get on-in player. So we need to add this here. This is SCB options. This is the parent. So I can get SCB options scroll box. That's why SCB. Add child. Okay. Compile. Now let's see. See, we have a list of inputs now, and we need some space here between these. If I come back, this might be duplicated because I'm calling this in the, oh no, in here, yeah. So let's add padding to this. Here, pass to scroll box slot, get padding to a variable, option padding. So on the bottom, I'll set it to 10. Compile. Now here we have some space in here. Okay. Now we got some demo keys here. Let me save this and let's assign this to our main menu. For that, let me select controls and here select controls option. Here replace with controls option. Yes. Back. Seems good. Controls appear like this. And let's see how it appears in the actual menu. Yeah, here we have the buttons and we can click on them too, but oh, this looks odd. We lose the outline. Maybe button style key. Here this is draw as rounded box. We need to copy these options. For the Harvard, draw as rounded box, outline settings, paste, and normal pressed to as rounded box, paste, outline settings, compile. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, this is better. So right now we can't reassign because we didn't implement that yet. That will be implemented later on, of course. So yeah, this is all I wish to cover in this episode. We can go back. You can press apply, reset, but nothing is implemented yet, and we will get to them in future episodes. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the veteran page. Link would be in the description below. and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.